Hey, what's up guys? My name's Twitcher T-Scored, and the audio in this game got messed up for like the first 20 seconds, so I'm just going to talk right now. And this has only ever happened to me 2 other times, I think, where, the whole commentary is good, and then for just, a small portion of the video, the audio gets screwed up. So I don't really know what exactly happened, but I'm just going to leave you guys with the rest of the audio for the gameplay. Hopefully you guys enjoy and listen to the rest of the audio. Peace out. I have to do this pretty much all over again, but the gameplay I'm bringing you guys today is a Sensitivity 9 MOAB using the ACR, playing 6v6 domination on the map mission. In this gameplay is episode number 9 of the MOAB on every sensitivity in the game series. I'll put a link to the whole entire playlist down below for you guys. And so after today, guys, I only have one more episode left to upload for this series, so that's really cool. This is number 9, and then obviously the last one is number 10. And then I'll be totally done with this series, and that's really awesome. And in this game, I think the MOAB was really slow. It was like 4.5 minutes or 5 minutes. And that's because, I was playing on Mission, which is one of the smallest maps in the game. And then playing on the high sensitivities like Sensitivity 9 and 10, you have to play, pretty smart and defensive because it's really hard to aim, because the aim just moves so fast. So that's why the MOAB in this game was pretty slow. I cut it down a little bit, so I think you guys will only see like 3 minutes and 40 seconds or 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I just wanted to make the gameplay a bit shorter for you guys because I didn't want you to have to watch a 5-minute MOAB. So my class setup in this game was the ACR with silencer and extended mags, and then scavenger, hardline, and marksman. And then my 3 specialist perks were stalker, sleight of hand, and quick draw. And for today's video, guys, I have kind of a funny story. So it was 3 years ago, I think it was, and it was during summer break. So I'm 16 and a half now, and it took place when I was 13, I guess. It was me, my step cousin, my grandpa, and my uncle. And the 3 of us were camping in Baker City, Oregon, which is, eastern Oregon. I live in kind of northwestern Oregon, and this was in eastern Oregon. So we had to drive like 6 hours, and we were camping for 3 nights, I think it was. And the story is actually the first time I've ever been stung by a bee, and I've still only been stung by a bee once to this day, so that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people who have been stung, multiple times, like 5 times, maybe even more than that. I've seen my dad get stung by a bee like 3 times, and I've seen my mom get stung twice, I think. So I'm pretty lucky that I'm 16 years old, and I've only ever been stung by a bee once, and actually managed to make it to 13 years old before I ever got stung. So that's pretty lucky. And the story is, guys, so the first night we were there, I had to go down to the dock by the water, and I think I had to go grab something like some sort of supply or something like that. And I walked down to the dock, and I didn't see a beehive or anything like that. And then as soon as I got down there was a huge beehive right under the dock. There was like 100 bees, I think. It was the most bees I've pretty much ever seen in one spot before in my whole life. And I freaked out, and I dropped whatever I was holding. And then I saw, 50 bees pretty much flying at me. And I got really lucky that I only got stung by 1 bee because there was a lot of them. I could have been stung like 30 times, and it could have been really bad, but I only got stung by 1 of the bees. And the funniest part of the story is that the bee who stung me actually got stuck in my leg. And it's not like I just saw the bee, stinging me and he just flew away, or it's not like I didn't see the bee at all. The bee was actually stuck in my leg, and I had to pull him out of my leg. So that was pretty crazy because, I had never been stung before my whole life. I never, knew how it felt, and the bee was just stuck in my leg. And I just remember it felt kind of numb, and it hurt a little bit, but it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would. I'd never been stung before in my life, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I had to pull the bee out of my leg, and then I remember it was bleeding a little bit, and for the rest of the day my leg was kind of swollen, and it just, felt really numb and stuff. So that's pretty much the story of, the first and only time I've been stung by a bee, and I just thought it was kind of a funny story, and I got really lucky that I wasn't stung multiple times. So here's the MOAB, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this nice little